The Joe Rogan Experience.
Whenever a comedian tells you how dangerous and edgy they are, like the Buckland folks, you're like, he's not edgy or dangerous. Like, you shouldn't have to say that.
He's going to have nonsense. He's going to say nonsense that I've already heard before.
Yeah, like Dave Attell never tells the audience, hang on. That's just how he thought. That's just how he thinks. He's not trying to be edgy, which makes him 10 times edgier.
That might be the lamest thing comedians do, is tell you they're edgy.
I used to see that all the time.
It's the worst.
There was a guy, he would go on stage, and he would sit backwards in a chair, and he would go, welcome to the inside of my mind.
No! That man needs some mushrooms. Oh, so bad. Yeah. You need to just wake up after it's over and go, oh my God, I got to change everything. Who am I?
I'm so glad for all the LSD trips I took back in the 90s, because you come out of it and just go, oh yeah, okay, maybe I need to, like, just anything to shrink yourself in the universe.
Yeah.
And make you more secure with, like, oh, this is actually vast and I'm tiny in it. Knowing how tiny you are actually gives you more strength and freedom, because you're like, if everything I do is insignificant, then I can do anything. Like, if it's ultimately all crumbles, just do whatever you want.
Well, sometimes when I get really high and I feel real vulnerable, I feel like there's almost like there's magic in the world. Whereas, like, when I'm sober, everything seems sort of, it's like standard. Everything's just as it always is. I'm accustomed to all these paths, and I'm accustomed to getting in my car and driving this. But when I'm high, the whole thing is magic. It's like, this is madness. This whole thing is crazy.
And there's possibilities.
Yes, too many.
Both good and bad possibilities, but they're there.
That's what I like. That's when people say they pot makes them paranoid. I'm like, that's my favorite part. Because that paranoia, I need it.
It's your thinking.
For me, it's giant. It helps me a lot. It really does. Yeah. It's responsible for a lot of my activity. You know, like some people say that it makes you lazy. Like, it's not. I'm not getting lazy. I'm getting scared, and then because of that, I gotta go. Gotta do something.
Yeah, it was. I remember Harlan Ellison, who was very anti-drug, very anti-drink, but he was putting together an anthology, and he had Philip K. Dick's story, Faith of Our Fathers, in it. And he was like, I've never advocated the use of psychedelics or drugs, but my God, if I could write on this level, maybe I would totally gobble them, because he's operating on a different level right now.
Yeah. Well, I think people are scared of him rightly so, because we've all heard stories of people losing everything, lose their mind. You know, we were talking yesterday about this O'Farrell theater sign that Hunter S. Thompson had given this couple on their wedding anniversary, or their wedding day. He stole from San Francisco. He stole this
off of Geary Street in O'Farrell.
Yeah, he stole the sign outside, and it was a sign that said, you know, if you are scared of sex acts or whatever. It's on there's a guy I follow on Instagram, the Jacka _Lope, and he's a Hunter S. Thompson enthusiast, and he posted this. Oh. Hunter gave it to this couple along with 20 hits of acid, and the woman took all the acid and was immediately checked into a mental institution and never got out. So on the day of their wedding, Hunter S. Thompson ruined it. There's the photo. I don't know if you could see it. You could see it there? Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So, but the story is so quick. Scroll to the story, Jamie, on that side. Yeah. So you can see where it said, gave it to his friend along with 20 hits of acid as a wedding gift. The bride took the acid, was committed to a mental institution, never came back.
Well, by the way, look, I am very for people, if you want to experiment with psychedelics, but I'm also very for set the correct stage for it.
Also, like, don't take all 20, you fucking crazy bitch. Take one hit. What the fuck?
Try one, see where it goes. But also, even if you do one, don't do it on the roof of a building with Tom Petty's Free Falling playing on a boombox. Like, maybe lie in a hammock somewhere. Get the setting. The first time I did acid was the night that Bill Clinton won the presidency. This is in 92. And I was in Matt Weinhold's apartment in San Francisco. And Matt Weinhold and his roommate, this illustrator named Derek Robertson, Marvel illustrator, great comic book guy, did Transmetropolitan. He illustrated Warren Ellis's Transmetropolitan and The Boys for Garth Ennis. They owned every action figure in the world. They had them all on little shelves. The walls were nothing but action figures. So I'm sitting there, And, the patterns in the table started to melt and move a little bit. And then that Fleetwood Mac song, Don't Start Thinking About Tomorrow. Remember they were all dancing to that on stage?
Yes.
When they won the Wars and the Clintons. I looked over at the wall, and the figures weren't going crazy. But as the music played, they were all just kind of subtly, just kind of bounced, like they were in line outside of like a sound check, just listening to the music. And it gave me this feeling of such absolute, like everything in the world is like bouncing to a better beat right now. It felt really, really good. It was the perfect time to take LSD.